funny.
Kid Wonder?
The true artist.
Loser. Sierra Burgess is a loser.
You are a magnificent piece.
Welcome back, worthy watchers. Today I am going to be doing a review on the latest Netflix original movie, Sierra Burgess is a Loser. This movie is a coming-of-age story about an unpopular girl who catfishes her way into befriending the popular girl and dating the cute boy. Basically just spoiled the whole thing, but I mean, you kind of get what's going on from the beginning of the movie. So this movie stars Shannon Purser as Sierra Burgess. We know her from Stranger Things as Barb. And then Christine Froseth as Veronica. And my boy, Noah Centineo as Jamie. I've just loved him ever since To All the Boys. And then R.J. Kryler as Dan. So this movie is directed by Ian Samuels. I looked him up at IMDb, and I don't recognize anything that he's directed before, so I think this is kind of like his first major film that he's directed. I don't even know where to begin with this, quite honestly. This was definitely a fun movie, but there was, I don't know, just after To All the Boys, there was so much to live up to as another coming-of-age teen romantic comedy. Not to say it wasn't a good movie, the bar was set so high, and, Sierra Burgess, I don't think quite reached to that bar. I do think that the acting was very good and believable. I do think that it was cast very well. I mean, you can't really go wrong with Noah. Purser was definitely a fierce, unapologetically herself nobody, and I think she was such a strong character for kids and especially younger girls. She was made very clear that she was very unpopular in the school, and not once did it get to her. She kind of just lived her life as who she was until maybe the climax of the movie. Froseth was the kind of typical mean girl. It's nothing that we haven't seen before. There was some interesting character development with it, but other than that, meh. My boy Noah essentially played the same kind of character, the adorable, lovable, kind of goofy, cute boy. And then Kryler's Dan was definitely a great best friend. Definitely one of my favorite best friends that we've had in a while. I think the character definitely broke some stereotypes. Generally, I liked this movie. It was definitely fun. It had a good script, and it had a really good original song. I'm not one for original songs in movies, so I was really surprised that I liked this one. It had a beautiful, simple melody with meaningful lyrics with a soft voice, and Coda, go away. It had a beautiful, simple melody with a soft voice and some meaningful lyrics, and I was genuinely surprised by this song. The elephant in the room, the whole catfishing thing. It makes me very uncomfortable that a teen romantic comedy is kind of romanticizing what can and has been a very dangerous thing. There's this one scene in the movie, and I don't want to give too much away, and I'm gonna be that person here for just a sec, just stay with me. If the sexes had been reversed, I feel like there would have been this whole outcry. I'm making it sound a lot worse than it is, but regardless of which sex was in which situation, it was definitely kind of cringeworthy, and it made me a little bit uncomfortable, and I don't think it was an appropriate scene for a teen romantic comedy. I don't know. If you do decide to watch it, and you do have kids and you decide to watch it with them, definitely, you'll know what scene I'm talking about. Definitely talk to them about that scene and why maybe it could have been very uncomfortable. Are you done? Can you lay down, please? Can we all just lay down and get comfortable, please? Dogs. And you do have to wonder that if this movie had been directed by a female, would that scene have made it into the movie at all? I don't know. Just food for thought. While I do like this movie because I do think Sierra Burgess is such a strong female lead, and I do think she's an important character for especially young women to look up to, I'm just so sick and tired of female-led movies being remakes of classically male-led movies. So This is a loose adaptation, roles reversed, take on two different things, one of which is a play called Cyrano de Bergerac. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And then the 1987 movie Roxanne. So in those situations, you know, it was a male lead and then the woman was Jamie, if that makes sense. I did enjoy the movie. I'm just really sick of there not being original stories with female leads, and that, you know, female-led movies are just being essentially remakes of already done male-led movies. But that's a different conversation we can have in another video. Actually, if you want to chime in about that, definitely let me know, because I'd love to have a discussion with anyone about that. But moving on. What I do love about this movie is that Shannon Purser is finally the lead role. We all loved her as Barb in Stranger Things, and she had an even bigger role on Riverdale, and so I'm just so happy for her that she finally got a leading role in a relatively good movie. It was cute, and I think that if you don't have anything else to do this weekend, you should definitely check it out. And a fun fact, this movie actually had her first on-screen kiss, and it was with Noah, and I'm so jealous and thirsty watchers. So I would suggest going to check out this movie. It is a feel-good movie. There are a couple situations where you might go, bleh, but generally it was fun and it was cute, and I do really enjoy that original song. If you've already seen this movie, definitely let me know down below in the comments, because I'd love to have a conversation about the entire subject, and especially about that one scene. You know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out so we can all talk about it. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I do have one more coming out this week, so definitely keep an eye on that. Another Netflix original, and this one is totally different than Sierra Burgess. So, until next time, catch you later. Catch you later? Who says that?